I am Elias. I'm with Multiversity Comics. I'm here with creative team behind Bad Luck Chuck, Lela Gwenn and Matthew Dow Smith.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So get started. Where did this story kind of come about? Like, when was it first pitched? 4 or 5 years ago? More recent pitch? What's the genesis of it?
We have known each other for many years.
Yeah.
And he's always said, oh, you know, when you get something to pitch that you're gonna sell, you know, send it to me. I'll write it or I'll draw it for you. And I was like, all right. And you know, it just wasn't kind of happening. So he was like, oh, write me a backup story for the October Girl, which is his amazing creator-owned book. And so I wrote the first 10 pages of Bad Luck Chuck come from that, and it ends with her being like, I'll pull out the couch for you. And he read it and he was like, actually, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a cool idea. And then another creator was going to do a 20-page thing.
Yep.
And we were like, I was like, I could expand it. And then I wrote 20 pages, and then we were like, wait, we could just make it 22 pages, and that would be a full issue. And so basically we just tripped into this thing.
Yeah, we really kind of did. And I don't do a lot of creator-owned stuff unless I'm writing it, because I write as well. But this is just such an insanely fun concept. It's like there was no way like I could let someone else draw it. It's just too much fun. So yeah, it was kind of a long process.
Yeah,
it was
like
fits and starts, and I was doing other things, and Lela was developing other projects, and it just kind of clicked together at a certain moment.
He just did 2 pages for me, and I was like, pitched it, and luckily, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So basically, it was really hard.
Wow, making comics is really easy. But considering it's a book about bad luck, it's like we just kind of got lucky, and the idea came together at the right time. We had met with the right company to do it, Dark Horse, and so yeah, it's Bad Luck Chuck, but kind of our luck kind of came together like right at the right moment for it to happen. So
It definitely shows in the book. All the pieces they all kind of mesh together really, really well. It kind of felt like a Disaster A-Team a little bit at the end. Was that kind of the intention, or were you going for, maybe not intention, but were you going for a different tone throughout, or was that kind of the drive behind it?
I like. It starts off with Chuck in a really dark place. Like, she doesn't have any friends. She doesn't let herself get close to anybody because, she could kill them, And as it goes, she just kind of gets to lighten up. And then I was like, you know what? I want to end this thing ridiculous. Like, she's got friends now, and she's got family, and
And she's got a van. With stripes on it.
Yeah. And it was just about really getting her to that place where she actually gets to be fully human, despite the
And it's one of the fun things for me on the book is that we started very much in is this a film noir thing? And then it just slowly changes over the course of it till you get this completely insane ending that she did not tell me about. I did not know that was coming. And there were emails that went back and forth. He was like, can we do this? But that was a really interesting and fun challenge storytelling wise. I'm kind of a mechanics nerd. I'm really into the nitty gritty of the storytelling. And it really made it a fun process for me because it just went to so many places. We start in such a stereotypical, such a common kind of place of the gritty noir, and there's lots of shadows of from the windows and stuff. But then it ends up in a giant battle scene between nuns and cops. And then the secret A-Team ending, which we don't want to ruin, but that's kind of what we're hinting at.
Do you have plans for more? Or is this a standalone here we are.
Trade, friends. I would love to do more. We would love to do
Yeah, we would
more.
absolutely love to do some more.
You know, with everything, it's still business, you know, and Dark Horse.
Dark Horse does need to sell books
Yeah.
to stay in business.
You
It's
know,
usually a good thing.
But yes, I have stories. We have stories. We want to tell them. I am all about, you know,
You have
all of
plans.
those
I know certain things that are going on that other people do not know about what's going on with Chuck. That I'm like, can we do that now? I just want to do that now. It's there are secrets, so many secrets. But yeah, I mean, you know, the response to the book has been great, and you know, we'd absolutely love to do some more. You know, and if people want to see it, you know, say something. We're definitely ready to jump on and do more with Chuck.
absolutely.
So what was it like working with Kelly Fitzpatrick on the colors, and why can't I remember who lettered the book? Frank.
Kovic. I know how to say that.
It was a really fantastic team. I mean, Kelly and I have talked about working together for a little bit. She's such a fantastic colorist. Frank's been just lettering all sorts of things. He's such a solid guy, and it was a really good crew. And you know, these comics really are team efforts, and they're really tough to do. And the deadlines are tough, and there's a lot of pressure. And to have a team that like you can really count on, but is still having fun and kind of brings their own kind of thing to it, it's why we do comics. I mean, I could sit in my office and just write a novel and have everything be exactly the way I wanted it to be. Well, when you're working with other people, and when I'm an artist working with a writer, and you get to do things that you would never do on your own. So both Kelly and Frank were fantastic. They were really absolutely great members of the team.
I'm very lucky. Again, I've known Kelly for years. I've known Frank for years. Like, literally, I got to pull together the dream team of my very
Of all
best
your friends, yep.
And so this whole thing has just been a joy for me. It's just like, I'm like, and it came together so well. We're all still good friends. You know?
Yeah, that's true. We're all still talking to each other. How did that happen? All right.
It's certainly
Let's
not
not
my fault.
ruin it now.
There was that one scene in issue 1 with, I think it was the oxygen tank or the fire extinguisher. Could you briefly walk me through the scripting to the drawing to the coloring to the lettering of that whole scene, because it's a mechanical wonder on the page.
She wrote it down and then sent it to me, and then I drew it. Go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
Like, the best, most fun part of that scene is that Papa Freedom's life is falling apart, and if you look at it, it's totally his own fault. Because when he's talking about, you know, alcohol and how awful it is, his tent full of alcohol explodes. If you look at this page, and sends things flying. And then he talks about vanity, and like if you look, it's like makeup.
It's his makeup
yeah,
tent.
it's his makeup tent, you know, and that sort of thing. So like if you follow it, it's literally, and then it's the fire extinguisher, the one thing that they need to help this business that knocks out the guy. And it's like, so it's like he is his own destruction, but of course he blames Chuck, because why wouldn't he?
Yeah. And for me, it's just one of those sequences where like you can hit a rhythm, you can find a little pattern to play with, and Lela gave me lots of room in the script to, you know, add things in if I needed to. But I think that one, we did pretty much straight.
Yeah.
But it had this great little rhythm, and then I was able to kind of come in and find a little visual rhythm for it. And it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun.